Dricus,
How are you?
How are you, man?
Hello, everyone. Sorry.
Congratulations on the victory. Just how satisfying is this win? You know, I know you've said it. You know, the only thing that mattered was like those judges in Toronto declared you the winner. There is no drama. But you also said, you know, you wanted this rematch as kind of a way to end all questions that might be in fans' minds. And outside of that one judge who had it 4-1 you, it was a clean sweep on the other two 5-0. So just how satisfying is this win over Sean Strickland?
Absolutely. I think to go out there and beat him at his own game was a big priority. Because to go out there and fight the same fighters in Toronto, I could have done the exact same thing. But I didn't. I told you guys the whole week, I'm going to try and knock him out, try and submit him, or try, if this goes to a decision, complete domination. And that's what happened. I thought he was going to initiate the wrestling. Earlier, he tried at some stage, but it was too late. And, I mean, I just felt great. I felt great out there tonight to show progression. That was the biggest thing, to show that I can submit the best in the world, a guy that's never been submitted. I can go out there and knock people out, and I can go out there and outpoint a guy that outpoints anybody and do it over 5 rounds. That was a big win for me tonight, and it was a big performance. To stay calm. You know, when I got his nose, I didn't stay that calm, but that was just me smelling blood. But I got back to where I needed to be, and it was an incredible performance. It felt great.
Dana was in here, and he praised your performance, but he also was very impressed with Sean's tonight, where in the fact that when you broke his nose, a lot of fighters, that's the beginning of the end, they wilt. But Sean, after a bit of fixing his nose, went right back into it and stood in front of you to throw down.
No. He was in front of me moving backwards. He didn't stand in front of me. Otherwise, the crowd wouldn't have been booing.
But in that moment when you did break his nose, did you think that you were going to put him away?
Yes, I did. I saw him. He was definitely rattled. I could see him going backwards. My coaches, I could hear them going, chill. They were saying, chill out. And I went, here we go. And I honestly thought he was gonna. But just shows you the caliber of fighter, the caliber of heart. He's deserving of all the hype. What a tough person, and I have all the respect in the world for him.
Did you, after that moment, and he didn't go away from there, I think that was around 3 or 4 when you broke his nose, were you in your mind, you're like, all right, if he's not going down from that, this is probably going to be another 2-round war right now?
No. In fights, especially at this level, the poker face is amazing. I have a terrible poker face. When I'm tired, I'm like, you can see I'm tired. Just know that I'm not going away. I don't care if you know I'm tired. I'm just not giving up. People have the poker face, and people don't just give up. I thought that he might, but, you know, he became awkward in the sense where he pulled the Dricus on himself. You know, he started looking down, just looking away and throwing as hard as he could. And the punches didn't hurt me, but it was where I needed to say, okay, stay calm, let him hit me on the hands, and just keep on winning this fight and doing it the way we planned it, by beating him every single round.
And on the mic at the end, you took it and walked straight at Alex Pereira. It seemed like you sent a message to him. There was something online that he challenged you to come up to 205, and you said, deal. Is that true? What happened backstage?
Yeah. He came up and he said, did you challenge me? And I was like, I did the whole show. I did the whole movie scene and everything. And you're like, did you challenge me? That's kind of, that's anticlimactic, but sure, yes. And I said, yeah, I did challenge you. But I did, I have the world's respect for Alex Pereira. I think he is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. I have the most respect for him, what he's done in a short period of time in the UFC, to come from another sport, what he's done there. But yes, I want to share the octagon with that man. I want to be a guy. I've beaten Adesanya. Who's beaten him? I know I can beat him. And at 205, 100%.
So Dana was also in here, and he said, that possible fight against you and Khamzat would also be pretty massive at this point. So if it were up to you and he came to...
No, Khamzat's first.
Khamzat's first?
Khamzat's first. No, I wish him... I said, please beat Uncle Live. No hate against Uncle Live. I just want to beat Alex Pereira. It's nothing personal against Uncle Live. It was just... Pereira, he's such a legend in the sport to me already, that it would be amazing to beat him for my legacy. I want to be the greatest to ever do this. But Khamzat's next. Khamzat is next. I want to make sure that this belt, the middleweight title, that there's no question that I'm the GOAT of the middleweight division. And I know that, you have Anderson Silva. In my mind, he is the GOAT of this division. And you have Adesanya, who's done incredible things. But it's not about how many times just you defend. It's about who you fight, how you defend it, and how you've done it, and what period of time have you done it, and who have you fought, and making sure that there's no question that I am the best middleweight, then going up. So I'm not rushing that my next fight is Alex Pereira. No. I want the Khamzat next. I think he deserves a hiding.
So I'm sure he's watching this. He's already been tweeting at you a lot after this fight. I doubt you've seen it, but
No, I've seen it.
yeah. So
Yeah, you can see he really tweeted. Usually when it makes sense, it's his agent. When it doesn't make sense, he actually tweeted it.
So do you have a message? I'm sure he's watching. Do you have a message for him?
No. Stay out of the cold.
Fair enough. And the last one for me, there's obviously a couple other middleweights that have been kind of surging. Imavov had the big win. Carvalho was sitting octagon side. He seems to be struggling to find anyone that wants to fight him. So do you look at the rest of the top 10 of your division too and just kind of point out like future fights coming up?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the top 5, how that's changed, it gets me as a champion excited. I mean, I thought the change to light heavyweight is going to be a lot quicker, but now the whole top 5 has been almost thrown on his head. If you look at a guy like Izzy and Rob, who's been running that division for how many years? Now they are 4 and 5. You have me, Strickland, Khamzat. I don't know if he's even in the top 5. It's really irrelevant. They want to give him a shot. You have Kyle and you have Imamov. What a performance by Imamov. I think you make the Kyle and Imamov fight. I think that's the next fight for the title after the fight with Khamzat.
Hi, Dricus.
Hi, how are you?
Congratulations, by the way. You did back-to-back Achilles quotes. What inspired that? Were you just at home watching Troy and you're like, all right, I'm going to use this?
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's exactly what happened, literally. The Achilles one when Strickland said he made a pact, that came while I was watching the movie. And the funny thing is my dog is actually named Achilles because I was watching the movie when I named my dog too. And I didn't plan on doing it with Alex Pereira, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. But yeah, that was literally it. I was watching the movie and it was pretty cool. I think, yeah.
How often do you watch that movie?
I've watched it a couple of times, maybe like 17 times, I guess.
And in Embedded, you said that you were happy to not surf in the water because you don't like sharks. But ironically, in the cage, once Sean started bleeding from his nose, kind of went crazy and started acting like one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't go in the water. I know what it's like. Can't control yourself.
Congratulations.
Just back here, Dricus.
Hey, man.
There you go, mate. Congratulations. I'm very interested to know what you think about, where Sean Strickland is going to be going next. I don't know if you like matchmaking, but do you think there could be a good fight for him to maybe potentially work his way back up? Or what do you think's next for him? Apologies for the topic.
That's a very interesting... I know what's going to happen next. I can almost guarantee you what's happening next. Is there any bet that he's fighting Adesanya next? Yeah, I just thought of that, yeah. Imamov, no ways. He's already shown that he beats that style every time. Yeah. Hey? Ooh, Rob. Oh, he said Rob only has a blitz. Oh, that would be great.
I think his specific words were Rob was a can. He might have
Yeah, but he said Rob was a can. That's very different than Rob is a can.
Correct.
He said Rob was a can when he fought Khamzat, which is completely different to Rob is a can. But he did say Dricus beat Rob and Rob only has a blitz. But that's only like that. That'll be like, nah. I think the Adesanya rematch will be amazing. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, there's gonna be a fight night main event. I know it.
And on Nasruddin Imavov as well, he's in an interesting position where some has said he's done enough to potentially get a title shot, but you've mentioned that Khamzat is next. Do you think he needs one more win to be in that conversation?
It doesn't matter what I think. We all know what's going to happen. Like, what do you think makes more money, me and Khamzat or me and Imam?
You could also have Imavov. I know you said maybe not, but him and Sean Strickland, because Sean has beaten Imavov.
Sean Strickland beats Imamov every time. So it's that style is just no. If you make that fight, you're just eliminating another contender, and you can't have a trilogy fight with one guy beating the same guy twice. That's what you have with me and Strickland right now. So no, there's no way. Strickland is Robert Whittaker right now, and I'm Israel Adesanya of 3 years ago. That's in the position we are right now.
And one last question from me. Hypothetically, if Magomed Ankalaev were to beat Alex Pereira, would you still be interested in moving up?
Excuse me?
If Ankalaev were to hypothetically defeat Alex Pereira, would you still be interested in having that 205 fight?
Yes, absolutely, eventually. But don't you put that out there, please.
Sorry, thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Me again. Going back to Strickland and Israel, you've fought both of them in the last 12 months. From the versions you've fought of both those fighters, who do you think wins between the two of them?
Jeez, you guys are not asking like the normal lame questions like you sometimes do. Jeez. If the fight goes past round 2, which it will, Strickland wins that fight. Strickland wins that fight.
Dricus over here. A lot of
Hi.
pressure on this one. Hopefully it's not lame. Obviously, this is a rematch and you come out and you put on such like a dominant performance. Why? Why was the performance so different? Why did you pull away so much in this fight?
The thing was, I've proven that I have the dog. That I've proven. And for some reason, when my coach asked me once, and he said, Dricus, do you hate the people you fight? And I said, no, like, it's literally one of my mottos. This is never personal. It's literally just business. I'm quite fond of some of the people I fight. And he said, well, why are you trying to kill everybody you fight with every single punch? Like, you just go and you try to murder them the whole time. And you just go overhand, and try and kill. Why? And I said, I don't know. When I get in there, that's what I'm thinking. I want to kill. That's what my brain goes is die or kill. That's what it is. And for this fight, that was the plan. It's Dricus, you've proven that you can do that. Please, let's show the world that you can be accurate, that you can stay calm, that you can be technical and fight that fight. And it took a lot of growing from my side because the way that I used to fight, to have that in the back pocket, it's amazing because I always have that. I always had, I can't let that go. That is who I am. But to go out there and fight the way I did tonight showed so much self-control and showed that I can do what I need to do. I can do what my coaches tell me. I'm a trainable athlete. I am coachable and I am ever improving. As a world champion that has defended a belt against the best middleweight ever, one of the, I can still improve by a long shot. And that's what I had to prove to myself, my coaches, and the world tonight.